Jump with us into this impromptu bachelor trip. Meet the Bachelor. Not this pigeon, but this stunning pigeon.
Rio 2025.
We traveled separately and met up in Rio. I met up with Martijn.
Hello.
Martijn the second and Cyril. To start off the trip, we decided to get some wedding advice from the eternal bachelor himself, Brazilian Jesus. However, it appeared he didn't have much to say. But maybe he was just trying to show us what marriage would be like.
Weglopen laten daar.
Ja. Niet dat alsof je even ruimte maken.
Alsof je in een club staat. Chemical warfare.
All of this made us very confused and hungry, so we took a Uber to have a light meal. The next day we would go to our bachelor pad villa. This would be the home base to execute our bachelor party festivities from. The villa had a live-in housemaid, a nice bedroom, nice living, a tiny bar, a cozy patio, and a nice swimming pool. All was set in place for the ultimate bachelor party in Rio.
Wat gaan we doen?
Een feestje bouwen.
Ja, een feestje bouwen.
Ik hoop niet dat jullie een piemelpak hebben meegenomen.
Ja, doe je shirtje alsjeblieft even uit. Laten we daar beginnen.
Ja.
Nou, je schoentjes.
En daar hebben we een leuke
Bingo kaart.
Cyril's knosgekke vrijgezellen bingo.
At the beach, the bachelor was faced with a series of challenges.
En hoe smaakt die?
Hij is wel lekker.
Ja?
Lekker dan rustig.
Ja? Gelukkig.
Bam.
Boa sorry. Mas é fica, gente. Se quiser ficar ali com a gente.
Wij hebben 15. We hebben geld.
Ja?
Voor jou.
Heb jij 15?
Ó o queijinho na brasa, coração, medalhão. Obrigado.
And as a reward from completing the challenges, we took him to the favela. To get to the favela, we took a ride with one of these gentlemen.
Blij dat ik nog leef.
The roads were kind of steep, so you had to hold on for dear life. Having finally arrived, they immediately took us to the most dangerous people out there. Creative children.
Guys, I catch him for you. Do you know capoeira?
The kids were really good, but sadly not as good as we were.
Hey, Samba King.
After showing him how it's done, they took us to a viewing point, got us a drink, and then took us down again.
Clap your hands, guys.
And maybe what we learned from this, that even if the circumstances get worse, there will always be some tourist you can lean on. Back at the villa, one final challenge was planned for the bachelor, though somehow it became a challenge for all of us.
Wie is er nerveus? De rust is wedergekeerd. Dat is wel een lieve kant, hè? Dat kan wel zo doen.
So just like in a real marriage, nothing really happened, and everybody was happy.
Wil iemand nog een yogi drankje?
Now that the bachelor days were over, we needed to decompress, so we replaced the Bachelor for Martin's girlfriend. And we left Rio to go to Paraty. In Paraty you can look at the nice building, or eat a nice dinner, have a look at the beach, or have a drink at a jazz bar. Paraty is a wonderful tourist town to decompress. But then it started raining.
That's why you need to be prepared, also in Brazil. I got my coat, but bring umbrella.
After looking at these buildings for a few days, there's only one thing more to do in Paraty. That is to explore the jungle. First thing we encountered in the jungle was a rum distillery. To fight off the mosquitoes who tasted some of this rum. Just like mosquitoes, you either like it or you don't. After the rum, we were ready to explore the jungle, and I had a suspicion we were not alone. The highlight of the jungle exploration was this water slide. After surviving the water slide, we took a picture of some locals and then went home. What Paraty taught us is that we needed more sun and less rain. So we took this boat to get to a tropical island. Welcome to Big Island, or as they call it,
Ilha Grande.
on Ilha Grande you can finally forget everything. You can finally forget your worries, your keys, who you are, where you came from, and where you're going. Having lost ourselves, we followed these signs. They took us into the jungle. We hiked, climbed mountains, and finally reached our destination. On the beach, we finally found ourselves again, in a boat. It was great fun flopping about in the water. But after scaring a turtle, we left happy and fulfilled and were ready to annoy the land dwellers again. With the sun set, the evening on the island just begun, so we got some dinner. Walked along the beach to get some drinks, before finally joining the party. After you're done with Ilha Grande, make sure you didn't catch these crabs before making your way back home.